What up, y'all? We back again with another video. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Welcome to your boy, the Hood Nerd, doing it one more time. And again, you know my statements already. Black people seem to think their biggest problem is systematic racism, police brutality, Donald Trump, and the Republican Party. So, let's go into the weekend of Chicago and see if we can find any systematic racism. 11 people, including two teenagers, were shot in two mass shootings overnight from Saturday night into Sunday morning, each including one fatality, according to Chicago police. At least 40 people have been shot since Friday, 5 fatally. And this is a regular occurrence in Chicago. It's why as I got older, I got married again. My wife asked and said, maybe you suffer from PTSD from being raised here. And it's not something I ever honestly even thought about, that I walk down the street and every 5 seconds I'm looking behind me. I'm always sizing people up. I'm always watching people's hands, watching people's movements. We are being raised in a jungle. Has nothing to do. And again, people will tell you systematic racism, why we're raised in the jungle. But we don't have to behave this way. We don't have to live in communities where you have pop cans all over the floor, all over the ground, hamburger wrappings, garbage all over the place, yards unmanicured. Those are choices we make. So you can live in a neighborhood that's not well off. Neighborhood don't have to be nasty. But it's the product of the environment that these young children are being born in and being raised in. And it's why you keep hearing me ask the question, is it nature or is it nurture? Is it natural for them to behave this way, or has this behavior been nurtured? The first mass shooting took place shortly before 9:10 p.m. Saturday in a parking lot in the Calumet Heights neighborhood. 6 people were shot, one of whom died. When 2 men shot at them from a nearby alley, Chicago police said in the media notification. The shooting took place in the 1600 block of East 87th Place. I'm very familiar with that neighborhood. And again, what's over there? Predominantly black people. Probably 97% black people. Now, again, these perpetrators won't be captured by the police. And you know why that is? Because the community are going to harbor, they will continue to harbor these murderers. So again, when the police come in that neighborhood, guess what's being said? Hey, why didn't you use the taser? Why did you have to shoot him? Why couldn't you just talk to him? You're dealing with gremlins and savages at this point. And the one thing you found out with the gremlins was what? They came from Gizmo. For those who are familiar with the movie, Gizmo wouldn't eat the chicken. But when Gizmo got wet, what happened? A boatload of little Gizmos came out. But what did the little Gizmos do? The little mugwise. They didn't want to abide by the rules. See, remember, Gizmo would never eat after that time because he understood what would happen. The other mugwise did what? They ate. They turned into gremlins and they terrorized the city until they was all exterminated. and see the bright light and the mirrors, it bothered him because what? The mirror is going to bother anybody who doesn't want to see what they actually look like. A man 39 suffered a gunshot wound to his abdomen and was pronounced dead at Jackson Park Hospital and Medical Center at 9:33 p.m. Now, Jackson Park Hospital is what? And there goes my usual dog interruption. Don't mind my little lady. But you do have to understand that Jackson Park is not too far away from what? 87th Street. So we have another shooting. They're not even too far away from each other. So when this guy got shot, that's usually where they take everybody to, though, is to Jackson Park. But that area is what? It's infested with crime at this point. It's been infested with crime for the last 40 years. The Chicago Fire Department took two men, 39 and 40, to the University of Chicago Medical Center. The younger man was in fair condition after being shot in the ankle. The older man was in critical condition after being shot in the lower backside and leg. 3 other people took themselves to the hospital with gunshot wounds to their limbs. And again, just savage behavior. 6 people got shot, not even sure the person you was intending to shoot and kill got killed. But they have no value for life. In a community, they won't turn these criminals in. People are being held hostage in their own communities at this point. Now, 2 women, 44 and 25, were in fair condition at the University of Chicago Medical Center, in good condition at Advocate Trinity Hospital. Those women probably had insurance, because if you don't have insurance, you're definitely not going to University of Chicago. Those men probably didn't. It's usually where they take you is Jackson Park if you don't have it. Second mass shooting occurred in East Garfield Park neighborhood just before 1 a.m. Sunday. 5 people, including 2 teenagers, were shot in the 3400 block of West Lake Street. Police said a man 29 was shot in the head and pronounced dead at the scene at 1:34 a.m., according to the information from the medical examiner's office. Again, we're going to have this conversation. Ain't nothing good going on after 11 p.m. at night. You don't need to be hanging on the streets or anything after 11 p.m. To be honest, after 10 p.m., you should really be holding court or having company in your own home or in someone else's home. But sitting on the porch, standing in the car, standing in front of the car, or sitting just outside in front of the house, it's a recipe for disaster. Because you can't see who's coming and you can't see what's what that late at night, that early in the morning. It's pitch black outside. All you really gonna see is the flash from the gun at that point. The teenagers, a boy 17 and a woman 18, were taken to Stroger Hospital. 17-year-old was in fair condition with a gunshot wound to the shoulder and leg. The 18-year-old was in serious condition with a gunshot wound to her torso. Now, again, we talking 3400 block of West Lake Street, another predominantly black neighborhood. The Chicago Fire Department also took 2 men, 28 and 34, to Mount Sinai in fair condition with gunshot wounds to the arm and to the chest and arm respectively. The men had been shot multiple times. A man 32 was shot in the West Garfield Park neighborhood around 2:10 a.m. The man was outside in the 400 block of South Pulaski when he heard shots and felt pain, police said. Again, 2:10 in the morning. Why are you outside at 2:10 in the morning? You asking for trouble at 2:10 in the morning. But again, at 2:10 in the morning, either you getting ready, you asking for trouble, or you getting ready to go deliver trouble. Either or. A man 45 was shot in the face in the 2200 block of West Washburn in the Illinois Medical District neighborhood around 12:25 a.m. The man was outside when he was approached by a gunman on foot. A friend took the man to Stroger where he was in critical condition. And again, 12:25 a.m. 3 shootings occurred in the 1200 block of South Lawndale between 2 and 3:30 a.m. Again, I just told you, you either asking for trouble or you looking for trouble. But these are all predominantly black neighborhoods these are happening in. The third shooting took place shortly before 3:30 a.m. A woman 30 was standing outside when a person with a gun emerged from a gangway, shot her in the hip and leg. She was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital in fair condition. Again, 3:30 in the morning. What's stuff my grandma used to tell me as a kid? Ain't nothing open that late at night or that early in the morning but legs. You got to understand when you out in the streets, when you sitting in a car and you on you're in a foreign neighborhood and you bumping your sounds and you want everybody to know you got sounds at 1, 2 in the morning, you asking to get robbed. You asking to get killed. When you walking around in a foreign neighborhood and nobody knows you, you asking to get robbed. You asking to get killed. When you floss money and flaunt money in front of people who don't have it, you asking to get robbed and asking to get killed. In the last story, a 50-year-old man was shot while walking in the 1900 block of East 73rd Place, right around where I grew up at. The man was shot shortly before 9:30 p.m. and was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center in critical condition. No one is in custody for any of the shootings, and the detectives are still investigating. So again, how do you figure that we clean the neighborhood up if we harboring criminals? If we won't turn the murderers and the shooters into the police and into the authorities so that we can clean the neighborhood up, who should really be taking responsibility for all these little babies getting killed out here? So I'm gonna ask y'all again, is it nature or is it nurture? Because we sure know it ain't systematic racism. It ain't police brutality. It ain't Donald Trump. And it ain't the Republican Party. It's you, Negro. It's you. It's your boy, the Hood Nerd. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm out.